The ballroom glittered with diamonds and champagne. Every guest wore designer gowns and tailored suits, except for one. She stepped in, heels clicking on marble, a gown shimmering gold under the chandeliers. Heads turned. Glasses froze mid-air. No, one could believe it. Because this was her, the cleaning lady they'd all seen scrubbing floors just a week ago, and the millionaire who invited her. He had done it as a cruel joke, a way to entertain his elite friends. But in the next 3 hours, she would turn his party upside down, reveal his deepest hypocrisy, and leave the entire room in stunned silence. Nora Williams had been working as a cleaning lady in upscale mansions for years. Widowed young, she raised 2 children by herself, working double shifts just to keep food on the table. She was known for her quiet grace, never speaking unless spoken to, always keeping her head down. One of her clients, Gregory Shaw, was a real estate tycoon worth hundreds of millions. He threw massive parties for the city's elite and never once looked her in the eye unless he needed something done. One afternoon, as she was polishing his grand staircase, Gregory and his friends laughed loudly in the next room. "Let's invite her to the gala," one voice said. "As a guest?" Gregory smirked. "No, as a joke. Let's see how she fits in with royalty." They didn't think she heard, but she did. The invitation arrived in a gold envelope, hand-delivered. She knew it wasn't kindness. It was mockery. But when the night came, whispers rippled through the ballroom as Gregory spotted her at the door. He smirked and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "Well, looks like our cleaning crew is here. Someone check if she brought a mop." Laughter erupted. Nora slipped into the ladies' room, heart pounding. She looked in the mirror, but not at herself. She looked past it, into memories of every time someone treated her like she didn't belong. Her father's voice echoed, "Don't let anyone write your story, Nora." She opened her clutch and pulled out a velvet box. Inside, a diamond necklace. Not just any necklace. Her late mother's heirloom. If she was going to be laughed at, she'd give them a show they'd never forget. She stepped back into the room, not as a cleaner, but as a queen. Guests began to murmur. Some even asked her where she'd bought her dress. For a moment, she felt accepted. Then Gregory cut in. "Don't get too comfortable. You're here. Because I let you be." The words sliced through the air, killing the brief warmth. An elderly woman, one of Gregory's business rivals, approached Nora. "I like your spirit," she whispered. "Don't let him own the room tonight." Nora smiled. But moments later, Gregory called for everyone's attention, clearly preparing to humiliate her in front of the entire crowd. Gregory tapped his champagne glass. "Ladies and gentlemen, a toast. To generosity. To lifting up the less fortunate." He gestured to Nora like she was a charity project. Nora took the mic from his hand. "Funny," she said calmly, "because I was cleaning your marble floors when you planned this little stunt. I heard every word." The crowd gasped. Gregory's smirk faltered. Nora's voice grew stronger. "But what you didn't know, Mr. Shaw, is that I am more than a cleaner. I own the company that contracts your cleaning service. I sign your invoices." A stunned silence filled the hall, and then came the final blow. Nora revealed she had been approached by Gregory's rival to clean all of his properties at double the rate, and she had accepted. Gasps, whispers, a few guests even clapped. Gregory's face turned pale. Nora left the party early, her head high, gown flowing behind her. The next week, Gregory's name was absent from the social pages. His contracts, cut in half. Nora kept cleaning, not because she had to, but because she loved honest work. But now, when she walked into any room, people stood a little straighter. Morale. Never mistake someone's job for their worth. Respect is the real currency of the world, and those who spend it freely are the richest of all.